Have you ever met a curly-haired kitty? Or one with ears like Dobby from Harry Potter? Or with very short legs and bulging eyes? In this video, I'll show you the rarest and most unusual cat breeds. Be sure to watch until the end if you want to find out where a regular street cat got real wings from. Enjoy watching! Do you also regularly revisit photos of your already grown-up pet and think, "Oh, if only it could always be small"? There is a solution. The toy bob is an exotic breed that outwardly greatly resembles Siamese cats, but differs from them in doll-like size and short tail. This makes it look like an eternal kitten. See for yourself. If it's not quite clear from the photos, I'll tell you the weight of one such quadruped. It doesn't exceed 5 pounds. For comparison, a typical adult cat can weigh up to 20. Moreover, breeders continue to explore the possibilities of this breed and try to make it even lighter. By the way, about the breeders, I became interested in where this amazing breed came from in the first place. And here's what I found out. It all started in Russia, in a small southern city, Rostov-on-Don. Yelena Krasnichenko was returning home from work when she saw a little frozen lump on her way. Of course, the kind woman couldn't leave the baby on the street and took it home to live with her. She named him Misha and started raising him together with her other pet, a Siamese cat named Sima. Misha and Sima became friends, really good friends. They had offspring. Almost all the kittens were no different from ordinary Siamese kittens, except for one who was nicknamed Shorty. He was an unusual kitten, much smaller in size than his siblings, and instead of the usual long tail, he had a little funny stub. That's how the key to creating a new breed appeared, because Shorty was an excellent healthy pet and could produce offspring. In 1994, his descendants caused a stir at various exhibitions, including the world one. Many wanted such a miniature cat with a lively character and kind temperament. As for the character, the toy bob is an excellent hunter, agile and brave. Think twice before getting Shorty's descendants if you already have a parrot or a small rodent at home. I think they won't get along. One of them definitely won't have an easy life. And I'm not talking about the kitty, of course. You probably think that this breed is prone to illness, that its representatives don't live long. Let me disappoint you, or rather delight you. Skiff toy bobs are long livers. If properly cared for, they can live up to 20 years. I'm sure you've heard about this little one, and more than once, especially if you're as much of a cat enthusiast as I am. The Munchkin is an unusual kitten, the feature of which lies in the size of its legs. They are truly tiny, 2 or even 3 times smaller than the legs of ordinary cats. Photos of this breed are very popular on the internet, but the cats themselves are rare. They're quite difficult to buy. And of course, they are very expensive. At first glance, it seems that Munchkins are sick, have some terrible musculoskeletal pathology that prevents them from living normally. But no, this little one is just fine. He's absolutely healthy and full of energy. This cheerful kitten is not burdened at all by his physical peculiarities and lives a wonderful, full life. So if you are looking for a faithful friend, pay attention to Munchkins. They are great companions, real sweethearts. They patiently endure children's antics, are not aggressive at all, and feel their owner's mood perfectly. These cats are very understanding. They can read human gestures and facial expressions, and even mimic them a little. In general, if you want to do morning exercises not alone, then be sure to get yourself such a friend. By the way, it's common belief that Munchkins are villains, evil and mischievous gnomes. However, as you probably already guessed, I don't share this opinion at all. By the way, one of the cats of this breed is a real record holder. He proudly bears the title of the smallest cat in the world, and his name is Lilliput. And Lilliput's height from the floor to the shoulder is only 15 inches. Isn't it a miracle? And this is the Munchkin, just as short-legged, but also bold in places. The fact is that the fur of this little one still grows on the paws, so he got the nickname Hobbit. And if you've never watched The Lord of the Rings and didn't understand anything just now, then just look at this photo and you'll definitely understand everything. This breed is very young. It appeared in the early 21st century in the USA, thanks to the efforts of Paul McSorley, who apparently loved bald cats and Munchkins at the same time, and didn't want to choose between these breeds. So he crossed two cats and got such an unusual pet, Munchkin. Similar to the previous breed, nothing restricts the activity and mobility of these little ones. They are absolutely healthy. They can move freely, play, and jump. They also have a friendly and playful nature, often show attachment to their owners. They easily get along with both children and other pets. In general, wonderful companions for the whole family. If you want, you can get one for yourself, but finding a cattery where Munchkins are bred is quite difficult. The breed is young. There are no more than 100 bold, short-legged cats, so you'll have to make some effort and, of course, empty your wallet. How about some curls? Now I'll show you two rare cat breeds with this unusual feature. The first one is the Skookum. Short legs like a Munchkin and curly fur. Brave, strong, very active kitties. Real fighters. Nevertheless, not aggressive at all. They love spending time on their owner's lap, purring melodies. But I won't dwell on this breed for long. Let me tell you about its ancestors. The Laperms are the closest ancestors of Skookums. It was they who passed on their unique curls and fluffy ruff to these cats. The breed appeared by chance. In the 1980s, farmer Linda Kale received such an unusual offspring from her beloved ordinary cat and decided to further develop the breed. 10 years later, Laperms became popular participants in exhibitions, which led to the creation of an official cattery called Cloche Cattery. So, if you want to get such an unusual companion, turn to them. But hurry up! In 2020, the breed was officially declared closed. Curls, in fact, are not such a rarity. They are inherent in other breeds too. For example, the American Wirehair. This cat got its name for a reason. Its fur is very short, stiff, and curly. It resembles small, tight springs. How did this breed appear? Almost as always, absolutely by accident. In distant 1966, in America, a random mutation occurred in a litter of ordinary farm cats. This caught the attention of a local breeder, John O'Shea, who bought the kitten for further breeding, which went quite successfully. Gradually, the population of American Wirehairs spread all over the world. They became very popular in America and Europe. They were recognized and successfully presented at exhibitions, received their code. Each breed has its own unique code and standards, in case you've never heard of it. These cats are very agile and active. They have a balanced temperament and are excellent companions. They love to play and sleep. It's not easy to become the owner of an American Wirehair. Although they are widespread worldwide, they are very rare. Those who already have such a pet are truly lucky. The cats of the next breed are called elves, monkeys, little monsters, and clowns. But I think they're copies of Baby Yoda from Star Wars or Dobby from Harry Potter. Choose for yourself based on your preferences. Devon Rexes have an amazing appearance. A large heart-shaped head, large sparkling eyes, soft wavy fur, and of course, huge butterfly ears with playful tufts on the tips. Absolutely magical. It's impossible to take your eyes off these little ones. But if you're a fan of bold cats, just like Paul McSorley, then the Peterbold breed is more suitable for you. It's the same elf, but without fur. This little one is the result of Olga Mironova's experiments, a resident of Russia. She took a Don Sphinx and a titled Oriental Beauty. The result was incredible. 4 amazing kittens with large ears and completely without fur. All doors opened wide for the bold ones. The new breed almost immediately received approval from various breeding organizations. Both Devon Rexes and Peterbolds are great companions, real eternal children. Playful, affectionate, sociable. Provide them with plenty of attention and space, and these cats will respond with boundless loyalty and love. They are even ready to travel with you, as long as it's warm. By the way, Peterbolds can also be used for therapeutic purposes, as a heating pad. They have a very high body temperature, around 104 degrees, so just apply it to the sore spot and everything will be fine. Now, if you're a fan of something truly exotic, here's another unique representative of the cat family for you. The Savannah cat, almost an exact copy of the African predator, the serval. Tall stature, cheetah-like coloring, impressive weight reaching 30 pounds, and a very soft, docile character. And all because it's a hybrid of a serval with an ordinary domestic cat. Some owners of these animals even compare them to dogs for their ability to walk on a leash, love of water, loyalty, and faithfulness to the owner. By the way, if you suddenly decide to get such an unusual pet, keep in mind, it's very active. It will definitely eat your slippers, and maybe not just them. It jumps very high, loves to run, or rather fly at rocket speed, and really needs constant activity. Don't get a Savannah for an apartment. It won't be comfortable for them. In a country house, this cat will be much better off. And here's another interesting fact. Some Savannahs almost can't meow. They creak like old rusty doors, or hiss like little snakes. Although, maybe I'm mistaken. I read this in interviews about these beautiful cats. Well, I've just decided to get one for myself. And finally, two breeds that are directly opposite of each other. The eternal theme, good and evil, demon and angel. The first cat comes straight from horror movies. It doesn't even need special makeup. And I'm not talking about Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I'm talking about the Lycoy. Someone who has never seen him in person is initially amazed by the appearance of this, at first glance, slightly frightening little creature. Huge glowing eyes, a semi-bald face, patchy wolf-like fur. Not everyone likes these cats. Only horror movie fans are delighted. They believe that Lycoys are the embodiment of a werewolf. By the way, the name of this breed translates from Greek as wolf, so their opinion is quite justified. Only the owner of such an unusual cat knows that his pet is scary only on the outside and very kind inside. These cats are actually very friendly, quickly bond with their owners, and love them very much. And Lycoys are energetic, so they need various playful activities. Climbing frames, tunnels, toys. The first representative of this breed appeared in Virginia in 2010, when ordinary short-hair cats gave birth to kittens with partially normal fur, partially bald due to a genetic glitch. And this strange appearance did not prevent American organizations from officially recognizing the breed. And of course, Lycoys are a very young breed, probably the youngest on my list. It's too early to draw conclusions about any of their genetic features or diseases. Overall, these cats have a fairly strong immune system and an average lifespan of 13 to 18 years. Remember, these little ones are very different from most of their feline counterparts and may even scare you. But they are also ready to love people and give them their tenderness and warmth. And this is not quite a breed, but definitely a very unusual and rare type of cats that can be found on almost any continent. I was surprised when I first learned about their existence. What am I saying? I'm still surprised! Cats angels with real wings. The owners of these pets say that they took in a completely ordinary kitten into their family, and after some time, wings suddenly began to grow on it. And if you think this is some kind of fairy tale, you are wrong. There are about 138 cases known of winged cats, and 30 of them are documented. There's even a stuffed specimen dating back to the 19th century, kept in a museum near Niagara Falls. Maybe you've seen it if you visited this attraction. So, let's take a closer look at documented cases. The first mention dates back to 1842 and belongs to Henry David Thoreau. He tells of an angel cat that lived on one of the farms. Moreover, he claims that it not only had wings, but also shed them in spring, then grew new ones. Honestly, it's hard for me to believe. Let's consider another case. In 1897, one such cat was shot. That's kind of cruel. Eyewitnesses said that the angel even tried to spread its wings to escape from the hunters. But the black and white cat from England in 1933-34 was luckier. It had a wonderful owner and a crowd of fans. After all, the pet was regularly exhibited at Oxford Zoo. There are also modern cases. In 2004, a stray angel cat was found in Russia. In 2007, in China. For many years, scientists have tried to explain the origin of wings in these cats, suggesting that it is somehow related to long fur or strange skin diseases. In the end, it turned out that it's just a genetic mutation that manifests itself as early as the embryonic stage, and the wings are just extra limbs. So these are just sick kitties, often suffering from their ailment. After all, these wings are heavy. Maybe this is a small step in evolution, and in millions of years, we will see flying cats. Well, or maybe not us. So these are the unusual rare cats that exist on our planet. And this is far from the whole list. There are many more of them. Moreover, many breeds are young, which means we may expect even more amazing discoveries. That's all for me. Thanks for watching.